So, Madam Web, it's about a woman whose mother is obsessed with spiders and goes out to the Amazon, is it?
Yeah, Peruvian Amazon was it?
Yeah, something like that. And she gets shot by the bad guy of the film, and then these tribesmen take her to a cave and she gets bitten by a spider, and then that gives her child, because she's pregnant, spider abilities in the future. They're only awoken when she has a near-death experience when she's like 30, and her mum died in giving birth. Yeah, because she got shot.
Yeah.
And then it's just basically about finding out about her powers and helping these other three kids who finally get powers in the future as well. About it.
Pretty much sums it up, really.
Yeah.
Now this guy is just the one who killed her mum. He's also trying to kill these three girls. Because he sees a vision that they're going to kill him.
So, would you recommend it? Quick recommendation?
No. Not just as bad as it sounds. I think everyone knows how cringe this movie is. Everyone's heard how bad it is.
Yeah.
It's just like. But then it is pretty funny. It's worth seeing, like, just because of how weird it is. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that.
Yes, the acting and the script was just really bad on it.
Yeah. Screenplay was obviously top of the list for like things that make this awful, which I'll go into more, but and then closely followed is the acting. The acting by that guy. Tahir. His name? I can't remember his name, but he was in The Mauritanian, which we never actually got to see. Apparently he's bad in that as well. And then just below that, you got the girls. The three girls. They're just below the acting level of that guy. That guy. He's actually one of the worst actors I've seen. He's probably got paid millions for doing that movie. Just hilarious.
Yeah, and then the main woman, what's her name? Dakota, isn't it?
Dakota Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, she's alright. Passable,
Yeah. Yeah, she's not really the fault of the film, is she, at all?
Yeah.
Obviously, the direction as well, like, that's just god awful. Like, the first time director. For a movie, anyway, she's in TV before. Looking at the IMDb, like that.
Yeah, a specific example of the bad script that you want to talk about.
So, not really chronological, like we like try and go. But the funniest thing, most stupid piece of writing. They're all like at a baby shower. This Peter Parker's mum. Which is all at the point as well.
Yeah, I can't say his name.
Yeah.
For copyright reasons.
So yeah, they're like all round, baby shower for Peter Parker's mum. Tom Holland's mum. And she's like, oh yeah, I guess the baby's name. It's like they're sort of like memeing themselves that they can't say Peter Parker. So everyone's like putting like a thing into a basket, a name they've guessed, and she draws them out. She's like, oh, Stephen, no, it's not that. Oh, what's this one? It's blank. Madam Web, Dakota Johnson. This is before she even knows she's got these powers. She's like, yeah, I didn't write anything because my mum died in childbirth. instant mood kill. Why anyone would say that? And like the fact that no one was like really annoyed at that. Like if that was my wife or something, like get the hell out of me, you stupid bitch.
Why are you bringing that up when she's clearly about to have a baby?
Yeah, it was just hilarious. Hilarious in a dark way. Which is, if that's what they were going for, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about the opening sequence? Like... Is it the opening sequence? No. Because there's a whole thing of her, like, being a paramedic first, is it?
Hmm.
And then it goes to, like, the Amazon, her mum in the Amazon. Was that first? Yeah, that is first. What do you think of that whole scene?
It's just weird, like why she was looking for the spider to cure her daughter. She had an illness. That meant that she was gonna be like completely fucked, basically.
So,
Yeah. And so she went to the Amazon looking for a spider that apparently can make people strong and cure all illnesses. And then she's with the bad guy. And he's like a security. Or whatever. Something like that. And when she finds a spider, he just shoots her. Instead of being like, alright, yeah, no, we got it, let's go and develop something in a lab. He just shoots her, gets a spider when she's pregnant as well. So it's just fucked. That's just fucked up.
yeah.
Clearly fucked up, man. And yeah, and then the tribe people take her and kill her. Well, not the woman, but they get the baby to survive then.
Yeah, they basically baptize this baby in the spider water
Yeah.
and make it into a Madam Web. And they're like, we know you'll come back. And of course she does at the end.
Yeah.
We know you'll come back to find answers about your mother or something.
Yeah, she gets powers to see into the future. That apparently it's very rare. You get that from the spider. And usually you just get the powers that Peter Parker gets, like strength, heightened strength, and like a bit of a spider sense, and can crawl on walls and stuff. But she only gets to look in the future.
Yeah. But she can only see when can she see into the future then? Is it like, people's lives have to be in danger or something?
Yeah.
Because obviously she can't just randomly decide like I want to see into the future, can she? Like,
And does she get there at the end?
oh yeah, I suppose. Suppose she like what's it called?
She masters her ability.
Yeah.
At the start, it's only after someone dies, she sees that they're about to die, and then she tries to change it. But she can't change the police chief is about to die in a car crash. And she's like, let me drive. Because she's just seen it, and then he wouldn't let her drive, and then he dies.
Yeah.
And then, why didn't she just say, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Delay him some way.
Yeah.
You just let him drive. When she said, no, you can't drive, she was just like, right then.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
Yeah.
See ya. And then she tests it out later on a pigeon. A pigeon flies into a window and dies. And then she like opens the window so it can fly in instead of hitting the window. And then it doesn't die. And then she's like, oh, I can change the future. I'm gonna find out more about this. And then that's when she goes back to the tribe, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really remember. It's kind of murky, really. But yeah.
After being attacked by the bad guy a few times, I don't really get. He's already in like a spider suit and like a Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
Like the Spider-Man didn't even come up with the whole putting on a spider suit. Some other geezer did it before him.
Yeah.
It kind of just ruins Spider-Man lore, I think.
Right.
And then he's supposed to be unique, and then there's like 4 other people at least that comes before.
Yeah. He's not even born when they're like getting these powers, basically. He's not. Well, he's not.
And the whole spider tribe thing is just not cool at all, is it?
No. They're just like a bunch of weirdos, basically. Like the way they like scurry around the Amazon is just weird. You hardly see them like that. But that whole thing with like Spider-Man, then how many years did you say they got? The Marvel got to make a movie every so often.
Yeah, I think it's 10 years. Otherwise, they give the rights back to Sony, and then they can do what they want with them.
Yeah.
I think that's why Marvel keep on making movies, Spider-Man movies, just so they keep the copyright.
Yeah.
That Sony can use them in whatever other stuff like video games and comics and all that, but Marvel have the movie rights.
Right. Okay.
Because when Marvel sold Spider-Man to Sony, they put a deal in that they can make something with it. But if they don't for 10 years, then they lose it.
Right. Okay.
Pretty sure. That's why they can't use Spider-Man in all these Sony-made films. Unless Marvel give him permission, which they haven't given yet.
Right, okay. Well, they're not going to, are because the last Spider-Man movie made like billions, didn't it?
And they just keep on making them, don't
Yeah.
they? Even if they're shit like the last two Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, they're just awful, but they have to make them because they couldn't lose the Spider-Man rights.
Yeah. Pierre Rahim, I think his name is. Yeah. Move on to this character, the bad guy. So he, like, obviously either his accent was awful or his like projection was awful while he was filming, because like he wasn't talking, like his lips weren't moving in line with his with the voiceover, which we're assuming he did after. But it was just so badly edited, wasn't it? His lips were just moving, and like they had to like, but like he had like this like computer woman who was like trying to work out where the girls were, basically. Obviously, he's trying to hunt them down, and whenever he's talking one on one with this woman, they just do an over the shoulder of bad guy, because obviously then you don't have to have his lips in it. Like they're just like he's talking. Normally he'd like cut down you to behind the shoulder of the woman. It was just like staying behind his shoulder. He's just talking. Like it's just so weird. Just staying on this woman's face for like the whole time.
Yeah, and then sometimes he was talking, but his lips weren't moving at all.
Yeah.
His face was just completely blank. But he was talking. I mean, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are they showing him if he can't? If he's supposed to be talking, but the visuals, his lips aren't moving. Just show something else, and just show the screen or something.
Yeah.
Because a human mind or whatever can pick up on someone speaking, can't they? The lips moving like really easily.
Yeah, it's
So
just
when
so
it's
off-putting.
off, yeah, it's just like you can tell instantly that something's wrong.
Yeah.
They should have just shown the computer screen or something.
Yeah. I don't get why, like, because obviously he must have filmed it, like, talking. So just watch it and just talk exactly over it. Can he not even do that
Yeah.
for some reason?
Surely the script didn't change what you had to say and the scene didn't change.
Yeah. Don't understand, like, is it the editors? Is it fault for not getting it all together properly, or is it the director's fault for not getting the, the footage they needed? The audio they needed? Like, she could have just said, like, oh yeah, that's awful. You need to speak louder or talk with a put more of an American accent on or something so we can understand you better. Did she not do that, or was it just they just filmed it all and they were just like piecing it together at the end? I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it was awful, wasn't
it? And his voice just did sound really weird. And
yeah, it's like when we watched that dubbed Pinocchio that time. It was like that. It's just like they're doing like speaking in English. It was originally in Italian, and then they're putting on an Italian accent, but it's just like really weird. Like it's just over the top. It's just reminding me of that because it's like so clear, isn't it? Like in an animated movie, because you're speaking directly into a mic, obviously, aren't you? So like it's just really clear. But when you're on set filming, like you're not just there with a boom right in your face, are you? Like projecting your voice into it, like you just it's like a more natural sound, isn't it? But he just didn't have that at all because he recorded it after. So, but everyone else did. So it was only him who had to do it. It's just so weird.
yeah, his voice just didn't sound like it was his voice. Like you look at the guy and you're like, no, he doesn't sound like that. When
Yeah,
he speaks, he wouldn't sound like that. Like such a fake voice. Really hard to describe it. Maybe.
yeah. Honestly, one of the weirdest movies I've seen. Like, just like the way it was shot and like the way it was edited and everything. It's just everything about it was weird. Wasn't it?
Was there anything good in the film?
That guy, what's even his name? Uncle Ben.
Actors.
Yeah, I don't know his name. But can't remember now. But He's in that one, that comedy singing in the car.
Step Bros.
The Step Brothers.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Will Ferrell in that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and he's like berating his wife for nuts for being flat. You know, his kid's like belting it out like an angel, and then she starts singing, and he's just like criticizing him.
Mm.
I just thought that was hilarious. See, like he plays a good guy, but doesn't he? Like a what do you call it?
He's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, he's just that sort of character. He's good at that.
Mm.
But he was good in this one as well. He's like a nice guy. Wasn't he?
Mm.
I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah. The tribe guy said Uncle Ben's famous line, didn't he? But he reversed it instead of saying with great power comes great responsibility. He said with great responsibility comes great power.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So Uncle Ben doesn't even have original content.
Yeah.
He's just stole that off the tribe guy.
Yeah.
Because clearly Madam Web mentioned it to him because they're friends. The guy said, and he just stole it off him.
Yeah, right.
He wouldn't have made the exact same thing, would he?
No. Uncle Ben just claimed it as his own for all these years, and it wasn't even.
Plagiarized it. It just doesn't sit right with the Spider-Man canon in my mind.
Yeah, right.
Like, you could have done something different. It doesn't have to be tied to Spider-Man like that closely, really.
Yeah, yeah.
The same lines in the Spider-Man actually being in the film as a unborn baby. Like, what's the point in all that, really?
Yeah, like why put it in there?
Because now Uncle Ben knows spider people exist. So when Spider-Man starts doing weird stuff, before, like, he finds out or whatever, and surely he'd be like, oh, he's just one of them spider people. I've seen them before. I'm friends with like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? To the bad guy, right? Well, to here. Every time he goes somewhere, he finds these girls, he tracks them down, and then he's gonna kill them. Like, Madame Web sees like a vision, because she's like, what happens? Like, she goes back in time.
No, I think she, like, it hasn't happened. The vision she sees, she like plays out life like normal, like it's real life. It hasn't happened yet, and she sees something awful happen, and then she goes back to, like, before the awful thing happens, and then it's like, well, this is gonna happen, so I gotta do something different.
Yeah. But basically, like, she sees this every time, but every time, pretty much, she chooses to, like, ram him with a car. Like, first time she rams him with a taxi. Second time is with an ambulance that she steals. She steals all the vehicles as well along the way. I'm pretty sure she hits him with someone else as well, but I can't remember.
The police are just useless because she's apparently kidnapped 3 teenage girls. And she can just fly on a plane and get around the city like no one's even after her.
Yeah.
I know she can see the future, so she could probably avoid the police. But it doesn't show any of that, does it? She just gets where she needs to be without any problem that we can see.
Yeah, because, like, obviously, when she first meets these girls, these 3 girls, they're like on the subway. It's in New York, right? Is it New York?
I don't know where's Brooklyn and Queens.
Yeah, New York. So yeah, she's like, oh yeah, Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, bad Spider-Man is gonna come and kill you on this subway. We gotta go. And then, because obviously she sees into the future and she sees them like snapping their necks and stuff, so she's like, we gotta get up here. Then one of the teenage girls who looks like
Nerd.
25 or something, she looks like a nerd.
Because she's wearing glasses, even though she's really hot.
Yeah.
Just because she's wearing glasses, she's now a nerd.
Yeah, every superhero movie is that, and any woman in it. If you want her to be a nerd, just put glasses on her, but she's still got, like, you know, her hair's done completely up and everything. Like, you know, she put like 4 hours into her hair. And then she just goes onto set, puts her glasses on. That's it, she's a nerd.
No one is interested in her, no friends with her.
Yeah.
Now everyone would be all over him. It was really
Yeah, that's just about the whole genre, isn't it? It's just, but yeah,
like Superman putting on glasses makes him not Superman anymore. The
yeah,
Jack dude just becomes a nerd at a newspaper thing.
yeah. But yeah, they get off the subway anyway. She manages to get him off, and then Sydney Sweeney's character is just like to the police. She's like, "Oh yeah, this woman's trying to kidnap us. She's saying like someone's gonna kill us and all that." So like when they like finally get away or whatever, and they're on the run in a taxi, it's like on the news, like, "Oh yeah, this woman has kidnapped these 3 children." But then like that never comes up again, does it? Like you say, it's just like they just mention it for no reason because she just freely moves around the city and to different countries.
Yeah, and they haven't even been kidnapped. Like, if you ask them, are they kidnapped? Then they'd say no.
Yeah,
But this one guy sees them in the diner and just instead of going up to him and saying, "Oh, what the hell are you after news? I thought you'd been kidnapped." And then they're like, "Oh no, it's fine," or whatever they want to say to him. But no, he just instantly goes and calls the police and says they've been kidnapped, even though the woman who's kidnapped them isn't even there.
yeah,
They're just talking to some boys on.
yeah. That's just a whole different thing as well. Like, but it's just there's a lot of cringe stuff in this movie.
That's when he gets slammed by the taxi
Yeah.
in the diner.
Yeah, because obviously his woman, that guy's woman, like tracks down these girls, facial recognition on the CCTV and all that. He works out that they're in the diner. So he like comes in, opens the door, and then he's just like looking around, and then he just to him like he just gets slammed in the back by a taxi. Like Madame Web just drives through the front door. Like so, like everyone in there has no idea that this like dude dressed in a Spider-Man outfit is gonna like kill people. They have no idea. So all they see is just Madame Web just slams through the door, just
And kills a guy in a Halloween costume.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. But they instantly all know that he was a bad guy and she did the right thing.
Yeah, even though he done nothing wrong, he was just cosplaying us.
You'd think they would be like, "Holy shit. What the hell has just happened?"
Yeah. They don't. They're all just sort of there, like, yeah, that guy was bad.
All
He just
he
looked-
did is walked in a suit. And he was evil.
Yeah. I just thought it was so funny the way he got hit. Like, because it's like directly behind him, so he would have had absolutely no idea what was going on. Just like his body just flies back, hits the hood of the car and just bounces off it. And then he's like, Madame Web gets out then and just like, sort of just, I don't even know why she goes up to him.
Yeah. And then he grabs her.
Yeah, but he grabs her and he's like got this poisonous thing he's like putting into her and it's gonna kill her basically. She just goes over to him and he's just like grabs her like, "Ah, why have you done this to me?"
Obviously, he can take being smacked by a car because he's a spider dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets smacked by cars in every fight, and they Spider-Man does.
Yeah. Like a big double decker or something like that. Just gets smacked as you're flying through the air.
You can just tank it. You know.
Yeah.
He's apparently as strong as a spider is, proportionate to his body. Because spiders like really strong for how big they are.
Yeah.
But if you put that into a human, they're like way stronger than
Right.
this, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, then he gets hit again, like as he flying through the air and he gets hit by an ambulance.
Yeah. He gets shocked by an ambulance. He's on top of the ambulance, and they use like the defibrillators and shock the top of the ambulance. And apparently that works.
Yeah.
Don't know if it actually would work, but surely it would shock all the people inside as well.
Yeah, right. Because because it's just like it's not like got any potential to Earth, has it? The ambulance because it's got rubber tires, so like Surely it would just charge the top of it. I don't really understand that.
Yeah, but he
Maybe.
gets shocked off it.
Maybe it's got like an earthen sort of arrangement and fibrillate.
Mm,
What do I think about it?
yeah. Also going back to that diner scene, the first time she sees him, like before she gets the vision, she thinks it's normal life. She goes in there and then he comes and he kills them all. And she remembers from that vision when the song, like the period of the song in the diner and in her car, it's gonna end or whatever at a certain point, and he's gonna be stood in the doorway. So she knows to smash through the doorway at that point.
Yeah.
So she's listening to the song on the radio when she's driving. She's ready to time it to slam through the thing and hit him.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get that when I was watching it until after it came out in the cinema, and I realised why she was banging on the radio and was so pissed off that it wouldn't work. Because she wanted to listen to the song to time it to
Yeah.
smack it. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool when you think about it.
Yeah, that was like probably the only good thing in it, actually. Screenplay wise, I thought it was pretty cool.
And the ending part with the fireworks going off. And, alright.
Yeah. Didn't really make any sense. You just
Alright spectacle.
yeah, it looked pretty cool, yeah.
Wasn't anything else really.
It's just like firework warehouse really. And then they just sort of lure him in there and then just let off a load of flares so all the fireworks will go off and like attack him as he's walking through trying to follow him.
Yeah, but she can see the future, so she can just dodge all of them.
Yeah.
Except for the one at the end, she doesn't dodge and then she gets paralyzed.
Yeah, right. It turns into that dude from X-Men. The ending.
Yeah.
Basically.
Xavier.
Yeah.
Budget. Professor X from Wish.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the girls are like, they're all being like acting like they're children. Really, they're like in their, at least early 20s in real life. That just really annoyed me the whole time, to be honest. And then, but they're also like, they all live together, do they, at the end?
Yeah, she's adopted because her parents died in the beginning of the film. And she adopts these 3 kids, and she
Yeah.
basically because all her family just don't bother them.
Yeah, for some reason that's a good enough excuse to like just take someone's children. It's like one of them's like loaded, isn't she?
Yeah.
Their parents are loaded or whatever.
They're apparently in China or something, selling plastic or something.
Yeah. Obviously, like destroying the environment. So she's raging at him for that. She's like, "Oh my god, can't believe my parents are doing this. Like, millions of dollars by making stuff that's got plastic in it. Unbelievable."
I'm gonna go live with this disabled creep that can see the future instead of my actual family.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the Latino girl in it. Well, like actually, yeah, she had a shirt on, didn't she? Like something about maths. Something about being good at maths, basically.
I eat maths for breakfast.
Yeah, I eat maths for breakfast. It's like, why is she wearing that? It's just so weird. So they're trying to make them like nerds, but they're all like, pretty good looking.
Something like that might have been a reference to Spider-Man.
Alright.
Because he, in one of the films, I think it's one of the new ones with Tom Holland, and he's got some shirt on, like some science shirt on. Protons and something.
Right, okay.
That might have been a reference to him.
Yeah.
And they should have put the nerd one with that shit on from it.
Yeah.
Because then that means that she's a nerd as well, the Latino one.
Yeah.
But she wasn't, she was like a bitchy, like she thinks she's better than everyone.
Yeah, so, but then they do ask her once, I think Madame Web asks her to do like a very simple maths equation. Just like some addition or something. She's like, she does it and then she's like, oh yeah, impressive. you know, because that's like setting it up for the next movie that she's gonna do this sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Work
and
shit.
the end where they're trying to resurrect.
Hmm.
And they're like doing the chest compressions when they have to do it in time.
Hmm.
Maybe chill.
Yeah.
They had a whole scene dedicated to teaching them how to do that.
Yeah.
So they could do it at the end.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a random interlude, wasn't it? Like,
Mm.
this is how you perform CPR if someone's died.
I suppose it could make sense in this particular film because she can see the future and she could see that she needs them to do it for her.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the point when she taught them, she couldn't control her powers and she hadn't seen that future yet.
Right, yeah.
So why did she teach us?
Yeah, yeah.
Like maybe if she'd seen like a little vision of the end battle and realized they're gonna have to do that to me.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, she just decided to teach them for no reason.
So what, are you implying that she might have known? Or are you saying she definitely didn't?
It's giving the writers too much credit saying that they,
Yeah, yeah.
they're implying that because they didn't show that they implied it.
Yeah, definitely not.
There could have just been one simple. They've already filmed the ending scene, and they could just put a little clip of that of her being resurrected by them.
Hmm.
Like a little flash forward, like black and white or something, to just show that they're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't matter when it is, does it? No one knows when it's going to be. It's just.
And she can see the future, so at that point she couldn't control it, but she could have had a little vision.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they didn't think of that, did they?
Obviously, like, fair enough, you can teach someone to do CPR if you want, but it's just, you know, why would you put that in a movie if you didn't know?
Literally just for plot reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, and there's another one of them with a cat. You want to speak about that?
Yeah. Like, so she's just like, you know, she get home from like work or something. What's she doing at that point?
She's left them kids in the forest, and then she's come back to her house to find out more about her mum's work because she's found something out about spider people.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, she goes back to the apartment. And she's like looking through her mum's old journal from when she went with bad guy to Peru originally. But then instead of like just acting it out, you know what she's found out, putting it into practice, she just like starts explaining it to the cat so that everyone watching knows what she's thinking and what she's gonna do. Instead of her just going out and doing it. And then we just sort of like follow along. She's like, "Oh yes, I found this, and this, and this is the reason for this," sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's because the journal, the prop that they use, and like they could have just had a shot of that if it actually explained anything. But no, it's just a drawing of a spider and some hieroglyphics and shit on it.
Yeah.
So she had to explain what she was looking at.
Yeah.
Because no normal human could understand what she was looking at.
Yeah.
So it's just jargon.
Yeah.
Complete gobbledygook.
Yeah. Obviously, she should have just gone and like acted it out, shouldn't she?
Yeah.
You know, went to speak to someone who knows about it, that sort of thing, maybe, or something like that. You know.
Yeah, I just went back to the girls and talked to them about it.
Yeah.
Instead of talking to a cat about it.
Yeah. Anything. Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben didn't know anything about it, though, did he? At that point.
They're trying to put Uncle Ben as least in it as possible, so it doesn't break what he knows about Spider-Man and stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the point even having him in it, really?
Yeah, it was pointless, wasn't
it? It's a terrible entry into the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't tied to it, then it's still a bad film, but it just makes other films worse.
Yeah. What are you saying in like reference to like Venom 1, 2, Morbius? I think what's the whole thing with them? How do they all link together or what?
And apparently they all link together.
So like potentially, like they were gonna have these three girls who Madame Web is like helping or whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna have them potentially in a movie like Tom Hardy. Like that would just be like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But Morbius is better than this movie, right? Miles better.
It's like
Yeah.
Well, I'm really both bad, but this one's really bad, and Mobius was funny bad.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But this is just cringe and like just legit bad. But Mobius was just funny because how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then the Venom movies are just mid. And
Yeah, they are middling. The first one's better than the second one.
the second one's better. Like, well, I think
I don't remember which one, which way.
the second one was too short.
Hmm.
It was like an hour and 30.
The one Woody Harrelson's in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one's better.
Hmm.
I don't even know. It's bad in it. That's
Hmm.
all I get to say about it. I think we covered everything. There's more stuff that's bad, but I don't want to.
It's already 38 minutes
Yeah.
long. It's just gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Or do if you want to laugh at it.
Yeah. Like, it's just funny to see how badly someone can make a movie, really. That's it. Honestly, I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to know the woman's name because she's never gonna work again in movies or direct a woman, you know.
But then it's Hollywood, so probably
Yeah.
because she's been shut on by box office. They're
Yeah.
gonna put her in loads of stuff now, probably.
Well, yeah, that's the thing I mentioned before. Actually, like in our IMAX screening, there were 4 of us, wasn't there, and then 2 other people.
And the day that came out,
No, it was the week after.
the week after.
It was like the Friday after.
Hmm.
But still, like, you know, second weekend, you'd expect there to be people in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, not just 6 people.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? So I haven't even looked at the box office, but there's no way there's going to be another movie. That's 3 kills.
It
So, yeah.
can't be their actors though, and it's be cheap. So
Yeah, I suppose.
they might make another very film in this universe, and then they just throw them in there as like side characters.
Yeah, maybe.
They won't get their own film again, will they?
No.
Surely not.
Not like it was trying to say at the end.
Yeah.
It's trying to show you.
Trying to set up some like new team when they fight crime fighting team.
Yeah.
No one's watching that.
No. That's the lesson. No one's watching.
Yeah. You have to get a new graphic with 1 star on it. I've been using the 2 star. The 1 star's coming out.
Yeah. So yeah, it's bad. And then June 2's next. So. Yeah.
Finally a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.